chaos, something hours, the sweat on my back's got my shirt soaked and sour, and oh, it's already gone. Second night's coming and I'm spinning back around. We're all caught up, can't hear or feel the sound, and oh, it's already gone. And here comes the feeling when you don't got nothing, and all you want to do is get up and start running. You can't hide long cause you know it's gonna start up again. Here's one thing that I know for certain, this life's too short to be worrying about you hurting for long. Oh, it's already gone. Got time but money's not something that's free. Seems the roll of the dice never rolls back to me. You know, it's already gone. A bird in my hand, two cans in the other, start spinning around. Now here comes another, and oh, it's already gone. And here comes the feeling when you don't got nothing, and all you want to do is get up and start running. You can't hide long cause you know it's gonna start up again. Here's one thing that I know for certain, this life's too short to be worrying about you hurting for long. Oh, it's already gone. And all you want to do is get up and start running. You can't hide long cause you know it's gonna start up again. Here's one thing that I know for certain, this life's too short to be worried about you hurting for long. Whoa, it's already gone. Already gone. It's already gone. Go.
What is up, Jags fans? We are here on a Wednesday night, and it's a Wednesday because we were going to do a show last night, and we had to throw one out to Travis Holmes, who had been Troop on his show, doing a live show, so I didn't want to step on his toes, and I wanted to watch it, so we postponed the show to tonight. So tonight, I'm excited because we will be talking about grading the Jaguars defense. We did this last week with the offense. We gave them a grade. We went position group by position group, gave them a grade, and then gave a final grade for them. I think the offense had like a C+ as a final grade. Hopefully the defense is better than that. We will see. We will see. But this is a fan show, so make sure you get into the comments and let me know what you think each position grade should be. While you're here, like the video, subscribe to the channel, follow all the socials down below. Everything's in the video description. You can find everything that you could possibly want in the video description. This is a fan show, so get in there and make your voice Heard. First one in the chat is Sea Breacher, who I noticed has been playing some Rainbow Six Siege X. Says, what's good? Robert Atzert says, hell yeah. Cash Shoot says, glad I made this live stream. I missed the last one, and I wanted to know how you liked The Hunt, the last Hunt episode. I mean, that's like the best show on TV. I mean, I love The Hunt. I love the series they do. It's like must-see TV. It's my favorite. I look forward to it every time it comes out. It's absolutely amazing. Absolutely awesome. I love it. Isaiah Mims says, what's up, Jason? Not much. Just kind of chilling. It kind of feels weird to do these on a Wednesday, but it's okay. I mean, I'm more of a Tuesday guy myself, but the NBA Finals is over. The NHL Finals is over. Golf is kind of in a weird spot until the Ryder Cup. Football's in the off season. So it's kind of like, I mean, I like baseball. I'm a baseball fan. So we're, something to do, something to watch. So I figured we'd put some content out talking about the Jags defensive players. So we'll see. Robert Atcher says, at least this staff will put the best players on the field. That's a good point. And when we get to the secondary, that's going to be interesting to see kind of what they do. Okay, so here's kind of what we're going to do here. Can we zoom in a bit? We don't zoom in that far. Maybe like right here. Okay. So hopefully you can see what we're doing here. The student will be the Jaguars defense. Yeah. Teacher, Jags United, and chat. Year 2025. We'll go 2026 as well. Date, June 25th. All right, so here's how we're gonna go. We're gonna start with defensive end. We're gonna go defensive tackle. We're gonna go outside linebacker, which I know is weird because we're in a 4-3. We think we're gonna go middle linebacker, and I'll clarify this a little bit when we get going. We're gonna go cornerback. We're going to go strong safety, free safety, and then total grade. All right, so does everyone kind of understand what we're doing here? Does everyone kind of get it? Everyone see how we're doing, what we're doing here? All right, I need you guys to help out with the grades here. We basically, how I do this is I give my thoughts, and then I basically just factor in your grades and what you think it should be. So you got to tell me, because this is we know that Tony Baselli is watching this, and it's very important that you guys do this. Okay, so we're gonna start with D end. All right, so D end, interesting position. That doesn't surprise me, Sea Breacher. It doesn't surprise me. All right, DN, we got Trevon Walker, Josh Allen, Dwan Smoot, Emmanuel Ogbah. And then, this is where we get a little confusing. You got, Dennis Gardick, who technically is like an edge linebacker who played with the Cardinals last year, but I don't really know where he's going to play. He got hurt in week 7. He only played 206 snaps, and he played like that edge outside linebacker. He had 3 sacks, which is more than a lot of guys on our team had. So I'm not sure where to put him. So he's only 6 foot tall. So I don't know if he's going to play outside linebacker. He's 31. I don't know if he's going to play edge, but for the sake of this conversation, we're going to put him at outside line, or at D end. Okay, so we have Trevon Walker and Josh. I mean, this probably should be the strongest unit, I would think. Right? Is this the strongest unit? I mean, Dwan Smoot's back. I know people are excited about that. Emmanuel Ogbah had 5 sacks last year, and he's had 47.5 sacks over the last 9 seasons. Over his whole 9 seasons in the NFL. I mean, I don't know. I mean, this is for the sake of this grouping, I see that Cash Shoots has B minus, but if Mason steps up, A minus. So for this group, I have Travon Walker, Josh Allen, Dwan Smoot, Emmanuel Ogba, and Dennis Gardick. I'm gonna put Mason Smith at D tackle, which I know it's weird. I don't know if that's gonna. I mean, he'll play everywhere, and if you want to factor that in, that's fine. Take your meds. I did. I think we're missing. Oh, no, we're not. Okay. The top two guys are great players. A lot better depth than last year. C Breacher says B plus. Okay. Jackson Eberly says Jason's on. What up, Jackson? Plus the kid we drafted balled out at edge. Now this is another good question, right? This is another. You're talking about the guy from Auburn, Jalen McLeod, who again is like a linebacker, but was an edge. So I don't know where he's going to play. I don't know what to do with Jalen McLeod. I had him in an outside linebacker, but he could potentially be a defensive end. So however you guys want to factor that in, that's fine. Man, we got B minus from Timmy Devil, B plus from Jay Dorian, who says B plus strong starters and good depth. Jackson Eberly says B plus. You guys have them at B plus. I mean, the overwhelming majority of you have them at B plus. I had them at A minus. I had Travon Walker and Josh Allen. I had them at A minus. But okay. I mean, I'm seeing a lot of B pluses here. A lot of B pluses. That's fair. A lot of B pluses. So that's fine with me. B plus is fine with me. A little low, I think. I think they could have gotten a B. I think they could have gotten an A minus here. But I don't know. Maybe y'all will surprise me coming up here with these next ones. All right, D tackle. Okay. D tackle, you got Devon Hamilton, Mason Smith, Arik Armstead, Jordan Jefferson. Who else do I have on here? Basically those guys. Hamilton, Smith, Mason Smith. Okay, so he played 30% of snaps in weeks 1 to 7. Okay. He had 1 sack, 0 tackles for loss. Then he was inactive from weeks 7 to 11. I don't think he was injured. After the bye week in week 12, he comes back and plays 60% of the snaps the rest of the season and has 2 sacks, 3 tackles for loss, and 2 pass deflections. So when Mason Smith played, he was pretty good. So I actually have high hopes for Mason Smith. Arik Armstead's moving back to his native spot. Devon Hamilton, it's been a few years since he's been good, but when he was good, he was good. But I get it. Let's see some of y'all's comments here. We were a D last year, says Robert Atzert. We don't know what the others will give us outside of the top 2. Talking about D end. Okay, at D tackle, Ryan D says a C. Jackson Eberly says, I was leaning more A minus because of how good of players they are, but last year's scheme brought it down. Okay, so that's Jackson's talking about the D ends, and that's fair. I kind of agree with that. C Breacher talking about the D tackles says, yikes, C. Ryan D says D tackle is a C at best. Robert Adler says C minus until I see them on the field. I agree, C flat. I think for D tackle, C plus. Think they will end up as a B minus after the first season together. Armstead is beyond cooked, says Timmy Devil. The average Madden rating is 75.3. Pine Sparrow, is that for the whole team or for the D tackles? Or for everyone? Interior was last in the NFL last year. Devon Hamilton was bad last year. Arik Armstead played D end last year. Mason Smith didn't play until week 12 last year. I think I don't know. I'm surprised they didn't take a D tackle. I don't know. D tackle, not Mason Smith. You don't think Mason Smith's going to play D tackle? Oh, D tackle. I see what you're saying about this, the average rating. So I'm seeing a lot of C's here. That's fine. We can do a C. We can do a C. It's fine with me. All right, let's move on to outside linebacker. Okay, this is where it gets a little, Jordan Jefferson too. Yeah. C plus until we see it, but could be on the come up. All right, so I'm seeing C plus, a lot of C's, a lot of C minuses. So we'll go C for D tackle. All right, let's move on to outside linebacker. And this is where it's a little tricky because we are a 4-3. So you got your strong side backer and your weak side backer going to kind of lump together. It's a little confusing because I don't know where some of these guys that were drafted are going to get played in what position. So for my list, I have Devin Lloyd, Chad Muma, Jalen McLeod, and Branson Combs. Now, I know this is where it's confusing. This is where we have to kind of we got to be on the same page here, because if you look at the Our Lads depth chart, it has Aluakon at middle linebacker and Devin Lloyd at outside linebacker. If you look at ESPN's depth chart, it has Devin Lloyd as middle linebacker and Aluakon at outside linebacker. So it's confusing. So for the sake of this conversation, we're going to have outside linebackers as Devin Lloyd, Chad Muma, Jalen McLeod, Branson Combs. And then our middle linebackers are going to be Foye Aluakon, Ventrell Miller, and Jack Kaiser. All right, y'all with me? Not necessarily saying that's where they're going to play. And I know last year Lloyd played a lot of Mike, and Muma or Aluakon played Sam, like that strong side backer. I get all that. For the sake of this conversation, that's what we're going to do. So outside linebacker, Devin Lloyd, 81 solo tackles last year, 2 sacks. Chad Muma, Jalen McLeod, who I kind of like as a player. He was a rookie, late round rookie, and Branson Combs, who I don't think will make the team. Outside linebacker, if it's Devin Lloyd, it's a D minus. If it's Ventrell, it's a C plus. Minus F minus outside linebacker. That's a solid F. On third down, we'll have a 3-4 just to have the speed package on the blitz bet. So I don't think Devin Lloyd's an F. D. If can I convince you guys into a D plus? I mean, Devin Lloyd wasn't amazing last year, but he wasn't terrible. I mean, he played more games than Aluakon, but he had more tackles than Aluakon. 81 solo tackles. That's a lot of solo tackles. 2 sacks too. I know he wasn't good in coverage. D plus. Can I get you guys to a D plus? Are you guys with Jackson? I think Jackson Eberly. I'm with Jackson. Can I convince you guys into a D plus? I mean, I'll go with the majority, but Sea Reacher and Timmy Devil are bringing down the average. F is the only answer. All right. Meet in the middle at D. Okay. I think that's too low. I think y'all are being a little tough on these guys. I would have had D end at A minus. I would have had D tackle at C plus, and I would have had outside linebacker at C minus. But that's okay. I'll never forget Devin Lloyd covering Devontae Adams in the seam. Sums up the Jags 2024 season. Yeah, that was a bad game. Devontae Adams absolutely cooked us. All right, middle linebacker. All right, so again, for the sake of this conversation, I got middle linebacker Foye Aluakon, which was the first time since 2019 that he did not play in at least 15 games. So Aluakon had his worst season since 2019 last year, got injured. But 2 years before that, outstanding tackler. Ventrell Miller and Jack Kaiser at your middle linebacker. I don't think that's a terrible squad. You got to remember, I know Lucan didn't play great last year, but he was injured. I think Ventrell Miller is what he is. Very good against the run, coming downhill. Not going to give you much in coverage. And I think Jack Kaiser could be a guy who's like a special teams ace, captain. I don't know. Against the run, not tight ends, LOL. Okay, we met in the middle at D. He's so slow, I know. Aluakon is A. C Breacher says C+. Foyer would be so good if he wasn't playing in Amazon driver's body. What? Foyer is an A by himself. He wasn't that great last year. I mean, he's good, but he wasn't that good last year. I mean, I get it. I mean, I like him. Good player. B+. Okay. All right. You guys got him a little bit higher than I do on this one. Okay. I like that. I like that I'm not higher on everybody than you all. The linebacker's probably a B, says Isaiah Mims. Inside linebacker B-, says Jackson. He plays like a guy that played at Yale. That's true. He would play, but he got hurt. And yes, he was playing out of position. You're right. That's fair. Okay. So I'm seeing A. I'm seeing B-. I'm seeing B+. I'm seeing another A. So are y'all good with B or B+? Are y'all good with B or B+? What do y'all think? B or B+? I think is where we're at. I mean, because you have to factor in Ventrell Miller. You got to factor in Jack Kaiser. B+? You think middle linebacker is as good as D end? That's crazy. I think our D ends are way better. Yeah, thank you, C Breacher. Thank you. Yes, that's exactly what I was just saying. There's no way. Trevon Walker and Josh Allen might be one of the best tandems in the league. I don't think anyone saying Foye Lucan is one of the best middle linebackers in the league. I'm okay, though. I'll keep him at B+, because I get it. You need more production. In the defense of everybody, you do need more production out of D ends statistically than you do middle linebackers. And the statistics that you want out of middle linebackers is tackles, and Lucan does give you tackles. So I get your point. The Yale take wasn't a dig. He's super good pre-snap and is never out of position, but his lack of his athleticism is evident. No, Ryan, that's exactly how I figured you meant it. I didn't think it was a dig. Better than the interior. I would have given D end an A. I would have too. Lucan was for 3 years at Mike. Yeah. Yep. No, I'm with y'all. All right, so we got B+, C, D, B+. Okay, it's not terrible. For a defense that was like bottom in the league last year, that's not terrible. Timmy Devil says, Foyer is an A to me. Everyone else is blah. Okay. All right, moving on to corner. I have a feeling we're going to disagree here, and it's going to be difficult because we have to obviously factor in Travis Hunter. So we factor in Travis Hunter. In addition to Travis Hunter, we have Tyson Campbell, Jarian Jones, Jordan Lewis, Christian Braswell. Travis Hunter, Tyson Campbell, Jarian Jones, Jordan Lewis. A+. The group has top end talent and 5 legit starters. Best group on the team. Ryan says a B+. After camp, cornerbacks are a B. Even Brown in zone looks good. Jay Dorian says B. Isaiah Mims says A. What? Y'all have them way higher than I do. B flat. Golly, y'all have them high. You have Tyson Campbell, who was 103rd out of 222 graded corners last year on PFF. 103rd. Making $77 million. Jarron Jones, good player, young, still kind of unknown there. Travis Hunter, an absolute unknown. Jordan Lewis got a lot of respect coming from Dallas, but had 1 interception, 8 pass defended. Christian Braswell. I know Campbell was injured a lot. I get it. Sea Breacher, you're smoking crack, bro. I'm not even high on Tyson Campbell. He's like the anti-Foye, athleticism off the charts, but he plays like a guy that can't read Dr. Seuss. C+, says Venom. That's kind of where I have them, Venom. B+. Campbell looks healthier than ever. Me and Venom are on the same page, I think, but everyone else has got him pretty high. A-, B, B+, B flat. Jordan Lewis was the best nickel in the league last year. TC is a top 10 corner when healthy. Jarron Jones didn't allow a single touchdown last year. Travis Hunter is just as good as Stingley was coming out. Okay, I mean, I'll give you that. I mean, Tyson Campbell is injured a lot though, so when healthy, okay. When healthy, Jarron Jones didn't allow a single touchdown, but he let Saquon jump over him backwards. Travis Hunter's unproven. I mean, I think he'll be good, obviously, but we don't know. I think we got to move D into A- to even this out. Top tandem in the league. 3rd best slot corner in the NFL, says Adsert. They were terrible last year. You're bad until you're good. C+ because of additions. Thank you. See, I had him at C+, yes, because of the addition of Travis Hunter. I think Travis Hunter, like C. Breacher said, was the best corner coming out. So I think they did add the best corner in the draft. I think that moves them up from a D to a C+. I'm not as big on Tyson Campbell as everyone else here is, apparently. If Campbell stays healthy, we'll be fine. However, that wasn't the case the past 2 seasons. Capone says, "Son, glad I made the live." I'm glad you did too, man. We got our grades up. We're on corner right now. We're on corner, and there's been some B+, there's been some B's, there's been some C+. I don't know, man. So what do y'all think? Where do y'all want to meet here? I mean, I guess we're somewhere between B- and B+. Y'all just want to meet in the middle at B flat, just write normal B. I mean, that's high. I mean, that's given Travis Hunter a lot of credibility in this grading scale. I agree, Jacob. Okay, I agree, but okay. Okay, thank you, Capone. Listen, I was A on D end as well. People are in here. DB's got to stop those vital DB runs like the Houston running backs throwing a guy or Derrick Henry's 40-yard runs. I think B is meets in the middle, which is insanely high to me. That's insanely high to me, but that's fine. That's fine. We'll do it for the culture. Do it for the culture. All right, moving on to the next position group. Strong safety. Strong safety. So, who I have as strong safety is I have Eric Murray, the recent addition from Houston, who had 1 interception last year and 10 pass breakups, which was the most in his career. Antonio Johnson, who had 0 interceptions last year and 2 pass defended. And Ray Lane III, who was just drafted this year. So, Eric Murray, Antonio, we're doing strong safety. Eric Murray, Antonio Johnson, Ray Lane III. Capone says, cornerback, I'm going to go B+. Got to see Travis Hunter in action before it's an A. Okay. Jacob O'Brien at strong safety says a D. Isaiah says safeties might be a C-. Timmy Devil says F-. Sea Reacher says F. D's nuts for all safeties. Yikes. A G-. Corey T, can we give an incomplete? Now, there is hope between D and D+, actually. D-. There is hope in Eric Murray. Safeties will be better this year than last year. I mean, there is the scheme thing. C- if Johnson gets cut. Not available. Otherwise, a D. Safety is bad. So what are we thinking here? Maybe a D- or a D? I can't give him an F. I mean, I could give him an F. But, I mean, at least they added Eric Murray. I don't know who Bonnie Blue is. Sorry, Sea Reacher. Also, Andre Sisco might be the worst football player I've ever seen. Dewey's your best safety. I got Dewey at free safety. Ransaw, I got Ransaw at free safety. Murray is worse than Sisco was last year for sure. Murray sucks too. F-. Do we just go D-? Can we just go D-? I don't want to give a failing grade. Can we go D-? We don't know. Antonio Johnson's got some experience. He's not good, but he's got some experience. I got Savage at free safety. Can we go D-? Can I talk y'all into a D-? I mean, D- is really, really bad. It's really bad. It's either F or D-. Okay, D-. Isaiah says yes. Are we okay with the D-? Come on, sometimes you're a teacher, you got a kid that's like trying hard, but they're failing, so you like bump their grade up to a D-. Yeah, I mean, the difference between what they're supposed to play. Strong safety is typically more of a guy that's in the box, plays against the run, tight ends. Free safeties play middle of the field in a cover 3. They're like middle of the field, like freelancers typically. F+ is the best I can do. Can't roll out an AARP qualified strong safety and get anything but an F. All right, we'll go F. Listen, we'll go F. I'm good with that. That's fine. That's fine. Oh, man. You bring home this report card to your parents, and what, what would they have done? There is no F+. That's the thing. F is failing. There's no F+. There's no F-. An F is an F. There's no F+. There's no like you almost. It's just you failed. Like D- is like you almost failed, and D+ is like you were almost average. But F is like you just did not pass the class. Lock it in. Okay, I'm going to actually fight against y'all here against free safety. Okay, and listen. If you guys want to do F for free safety, that's completely fine with me. But at least give me a chance to convince you that free safety is not as bad as strong safety. Okay. I'll give you Darnell Savage isn't any good. 1 interception, 6 pass defense. Actually worse stats than Eric Murray. But you have Caleb Ransall, who was just drafted, who's a freak athlete, who I think will be the starter by week 3. I think Caleb Ransall will be a really good player. He was from Tulane, super athletic. Before that, he was at Troy, transferred when his coach took the Tulane job. Freak athlete. I think Ransall will surprise people. I think Ransall will surprise people a lot. And I think he'll be started by week 3. You have Dewey Wingard. Okay. Who doesn't love Dewey? When Dewey comes in, he makes plays happen. Okay. Yes, he's not, you don't want him starting every down, but when he's in there, things happen. Okay. And you can't argue that. And then Daniel Thomas, dude. Daniel Thomas is just a great guy. Just a great guy. I mean, Caleb Ransall, Andrew Wingard, and Daniel Thomas are not as bad as Eric Murray, Antonio Johnson, and Ray Lane III. Dewey better than Cisco. Ryan Nielsen and Cisco being gone bumps it to a D. Holy shit, boys. Football content. What up, Rod Jeeves? A little late, but you made it. Caleb Ransall, the corner? Yes, but he's an athlete. He's an athlete. I'm telling you. He'll be able to play free safety. My report card had I's and M's incomplete and missing grades. Always got expelled for the year. That's not good, Robert. D+ for free safety. Dewey brings the juice. You can't use the 3rd-round rookie as a reason when you're completely ignoring what Travis Hunter can bring to the cornerback room. I wasn't ignoring what Travis Hunter can bring to the cornerback room. My only retort was that you were bumping up one of the worst secondaries in the league last year to an A because of Travis Hunter. That's quite the jump. I'm okay with jumping, but from F to A, that's a big jump. I'm just saying, let's move them from like an F to like a D. That's all I'm saying. I'm good with a C- here. Ransall can fix this by himself. I agree. Jinjag hates Dewey and loves Anton. Should be reversed. I don't mind Anton Harrison. How do you hate Dewey, though? I love Jordan, though. Jordan's a good guy. When Dewey's in there, yes, things happen. Very bad things happen. E-, C- at best, F-. Dropping Cisco brings it from a B to a D-. Dropping Cisco? Oh, brings it to a B. Our cities are bad, man. We have nothing there. I agree, but I like the Ransall pick. And I like the Dewey Wingard being healthy this year. It's not an F. I don't think it's an F. Cisco allowed most of the big plays. D. All right. Can I get a D? Can I get a D from you guys? Any chance I can get a D? Any chance I convinced you guys for a D? I convinced Robert. Can I get a D here? I really need a D for this grade. I can't bring this report card home to my mom. She'll beat my ass if I come home with 2 Fs. She'll beat my ass. Please. D. Capone gave me a D. Come on. You ever tried to, you definitely, you ever go to a teacher? You're like, please. How is it not an F? Listen, Timmy, here's why, Timmy. We have Caleb Ransall, Andrew Wingard. That's a D. Pine Sparrow says D+. Okay. Rod Jeeves says I can get a D. Corey T says I can vouch for the beating. Yes, he can. Cisco walking single-handedly saves the defense. We actually have a shot now. Convince me why this room is better than the other. I just told you why. Eric Murray and Darnell Savage are the same player. They're the same player. Their stats are they're identical. Okay. So then you move on to all right, futures. Who's going to come in at strong safety if Eric Murray sucks? Antonio Johnson? We know he sucks. Ray Lane III? Probably not. So I'm okay with that with an F. At free safety, Darnell Savage, again, same level. But who comes in if he's bad? A guy that a lot of people are high on, not just me, but a lot of scouts are high on him, super athletic. A lot of people are convinced that he's going to be the free safety starter very, very soon. Okay, he doesn't work out. You got Andrew Wingard, who is a good player, was hurt last year when we needed him, unfortunately. And then Daniel Thomas, who's a great guy. So there's no way those two rooms are the same. One is a little bit better. And if it's a little bit better, I say it's a D. Troy, then Tulane. Yep. I think that's what I said. Followed the coach. Yep. C Reacher. Rookie, Dewey, Thomas, R. Can we get a DC? Can we grade the DC really quick? So the problem, the D, are we good with D? I got enough convinced for D here. Okay. All right. So here's what's tough about the DC is hold on. It's hard to know what he's going to do. Campanelli's never been a DC. It's going to be his first time. I don't really know. It's hard to grade him. I mean, he was a good linebackers coach in Green Bay. The Green Bay people loved him. Great guy. What does that have to do with it? It's tongue in cheek, C Breacher. He's the fourth string. He's not going to see the field. He's a special teams guy. Just like Ray Lane won't see the field at strong safety. Ray Lane, Daniel Thomas are comparably equal. It's a joke. But you can put Ransall and Wingard in there. Too early to grade DC. Never seen him run. Yeah, I know. It'd be tough. It's tough. I mean, if the young guns like him, I like him. Ransall is going to be our Kobe Turner, third-round pick, also picked by James Big Stones. I'm a great guy. I think there's a lot of people that might disagree with that, C Breacher. Guy says, hi, guys. Are you talking to us or are you talking to yourself plurally? Huh? The rest of the secondary will be well hydrated and encouraged, C Breacher. Can't put a price on. You can't put a price on that. I'm optimistic about camp. The way players have been talking. Probably do have a lot of faith. All right, let's put a grade on this thing. What do y'all think about that? All right, so at B+, that comes in at 3.3. Not bad. From potentially the best tandem in the league, what I think is the best position group on our team, maybe outside of wide receiver. You guys gave a B+ too. 3.3. At D tackle, you came in with a C, which is a flat 2.0. Congratulations. That GPA promotes you to the next grade. Bethune-Cookman is turning this defense down. Y'all are messed up, man. What did Bethune-Cookman do to y'all? D is a 1.1. Not good. B+. Okay, here we go. Middle linebacker. You guys gave it an absorbent 3.32. Great job. PE and health right here. Cornerback. You guys gave a B2, which I was very surprised because that is a lot higher than I would have given them. One of the worst secondaries in the league last year. And then you add Travis Hunter. You add the nickel corner. Okay, fine. It's Jags United, not Jason thoughts. Strong safety, y'all gave an F. Y'all gave an F. That's 0 points. That's 0 credits, my friend. That is 0 credits toward your grade. See you over the summer. I hope you're not working a job because you will be taking summer school. Strong safeties. And then I convinced you guys to go 1.1 here, thankfully. Which, if we add all this up, I wish somebody would do this for me. Hey, Siri, what's 3.3 plus 2.0 plus 1.1 plus 3.3 plus 3 plus 1.1? 13.8. All right. Then we got 13.8 divided by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hey, Siri, what's 13.8 divided by 7?
13.8 divided by 7.
Wait, can we round up? Can we round this number up? Hey, Siri, what's 13.8 divided by... Hey, Siri, what's 13.8 divided by 7? Boys, I have some good news. 1.97. Depending on where you go to school, we can round this number up to a 2.0. Jacob says no rounding. No rounding? All right, fine. That's an F. Well, it's not an F. 1.97 would be a C minus. C minus. What was our offense? A C plus? So we're a C team? Okay. C minus. Does this defense feel like a C minus defense to y'all? I mean, I'm okay with this. It feels right. It says not too shabby. Jaguars are on academic probation. Yeah, 1.97 doesn't allow you to play sports in the state of Florida. That's for sure. So this team isn't playing football in the state of Florida if they're going to high school. Ryan, that's messed up. Hey, nothing wrong with line cooks. That's a 9-win season, says Pine Sparrow. No, because a C is average. So an average would be 8 to 9 wins. C minus is slightly below average, so we're looking at like 7 to 8 wins, I would argue. C feels fair. Just so many unknowns on our team. A lot of potential. Just need to show it. That's fair. I mean, when you look at, you look at D tackle, you got second-year player in Mason Smith who can make a huge jump. At cornerback, you got Travis Hunter. At free safety, you have Ransaw. At DN, you got Trevon Walker, who we're looking to probably make another big jump this year. So, I mean, there's potential. I mean, does Lloyd get worse? Maybe a tad. Does Aluakon get worse? I don't think Aluakon gets worse. I think he gets better because he was hurt last year. Safety, they probably stay the same. So if we go arrow up, arrow up, arrow up, arrow up, I mean, that's 5 arrows up, 1 arrow down, and 1 stay the same. Is this convincing to y'all? Would this work in a pitch to y'all? So we went from 32nd to 24th in the NFL. Is Jalen Ramsey still available? Now, what's the total GPA including the offense? I think the offense was a C plus and the defense was a C minus. So that puts us at a flat C. That puts us at a fair 2.0. Should win us the division. I like it. I like it. Venom says fair grade. All right, I like it. There's nowhere to go but up, says Jacob. Does this make us a B minus? Yes. We have potential. We have potential to be a B minus, even a B team. Just think, seriously though, Travis Hunter is a baller. Corners A. Wide receivers A. Trevon Walker and Josh Allen do what they've been doing. That's A. Aluakon's healthy. That's A. Trevor Lawrence, if he plays like an A, Jonas is ass. Yeah, C- seems fair, right, Jonah? C- seems fair for the defense. And again, that's with the addition of Travis Hunter, which I think is fair. The interior trenches are going to be our downfall. I think Mason Smith is going to surprise some people, man. I'm telling you. I talked about it when we talked about D tackles. Listen to what happened with Mason Smith last year. Drafted as a rookie. Peterson wouldn't play him. Played weeks 1 through 7, played 30% of the snaps. Weeks 7 through 11, healthy scratch. Week 12 is the bye week. Week 13 to the rest of the season, plays 60% of the snaps, gets 2 sacks, 2 pass deflections, like 6 to 8 tackles for loss. So like when he started playing consistently at D tackle, Mason Smith played well. And he was a rookie in a bad scheme and a lame duck coaching staff with a lame duck GM. So I have hopes for Mason Smith. Arik Armstead coming back to D tackle. I don't think our defensive interior will be as big of a problem as people think. Aluakon coming back to the middle at Mike. Just not in high school. I just want to be a buyer at the trade deadline for once. That would be nice if we're in a position to do that. Coaching matters, says Pine Sparrow. I'm just going to be closing my eyes every time Hunter comes down awkwardly. Oh, don't even say that. Travis has to unlock offensive priority 1, 2, and 3. Very fair. Hunter could definitely tip the scale for us. Excited for Mason Smith. He's a dog. Include special teams players A+, and we are That's true. That's true. Cam Little, Logan Cook, A+, A+. That's your PE. That's your PE class in your pottery class. Right there. Man, no. I'm not doing. See, listen, you can fool me once, okay? You can fool me once, but you can't fool me twice, okay? You can fool me once. Against bad teams, yeah. Armstead is bad, man. I can't scrub that bear call out of a brain. Let's see him in his natural position. Let's just see him in his natural position. Let's just see it. If he's bad, he's bad. What do you have against Daniel Thomas? What do you have against Daniel Thomas in his Bible studies? What are you doing to help the community, Sea Breacher? My man's out there putting in the work. What are you doing? What's the last thing you did to help other people? Sea Breacher. Trevor has wide receivers that will raise his bar. Yeah, I agree. I agree. All right, it's going to wrap it up for me. Actually going to jump on Twitch. I feel like doing a little something over there. So you can check that out if you'd like. It's in the video description. I appreciate you guys all being there. Our final grade, not bad, actually. C-. I mean, I thought it would have came in. I guess that's probably where I thought it would come in, I guess. I had it getting there a little differently. Any life lessons? No, I don't think there's any today, Jackson. I don't like to force them. So nothing came to me today. Next one though, we'll see what happens. This show gets an A+. Oh, thank you. Now we're talking. Thank you, Pine Sparrow. I appreciate it. Robert Asher says, hit the like button. Yes, please do that. Please do that. I'll see you guys soon. I might jump on with Travis on Friday night. I'll see if he can jump on. Travis Holmes, not Travis Hunter. And I'll see if he wants to do a show. Maybe we can chop it up and talk some Jags. If not, I'll see you next week sometime. I'm going to be ramping up the streams here as the season gets closer. I love you guys from the bottom of my heart. I appreciate you guys all being here. Thank you for spending your time with me. I know your time is your most valuable resource, and you spend it here with me, and that honors me and humbles me. Thank you for being a part of this forum where all the Jags fans can talk and give their information. Thank you for all of you that gave grades and gave opinions. That's what keeps the show going, so I appreciate you. So from the bottom of my heart, sincerely, thank you. I will see all of you guys very, very soon. Until then, as always, go Jags.